What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't done anything in a while. That's because there's been nothing to do. But I was thinking, I've just sold my Polo, or I'm in the progress of selling the Polo. I have got a buyer, I'm just waiting for the funds. And I need another daily, because daily in the Mazda, it's costing me a lot of money. I'm doing 40 miles a day, daily in a 26-year-old car, and fuel is not cheap for that thing. So I need a new daily. So I've been and got one. I'll roll those clips. Okay, so you've seen the car. We will be looking at it again in a second, but it's time to get out the vac and give it a quick clean. Also, before we forget, we're going to need a couple things out of the Polo. Okay, so the Polo hasn't really been on this channel ever, but people that follow me on other social medias will know that this was my first car. Dailied it since I passed my test, which was the 2nd of January 2020. And I drove this pretty much every day for a year. Like, got the Mazda a couple months after I started driving, but didn't drive it for a very long time, just for my insurance reasons. But yeah, drove this for a year, and then stopped driving it when I started driving the Mazda because I wanted to sell it. So yeah, this thing has done me quite well, but we need to get some things out of it before we sell it. Mainly my phone mount. Alright, so we're in the Beamer now, and yeah, the one thing I really wanted from that car was just this phone mount, because there isn't really anywhere, there's no dash technology, sat nav wise or anything like that to put in here, so we're gonna hope that it fits in quite well. While we are in here looking at the phone, we can look at a list that I've just started putting together of things that we need to do. For example, mirrors, electric mirrors. On the button to move the electric mirrors, it only works going up, down and right. For some reason left doesn't work, so I think that's just to do with the button. In the same area with the buttons, none of the driver's side console works for the windows, so the only way to open the window from the driver's seat is by using the key, like such. And same with closing for the driver's side. So I think there's just either going to be needing a new button, or it's somehow got unplugged. But I think it's more likely the button, because when we had the Polo, it had the same issue. It got a bit of water in through the window and the button stopped working, and we had to replace that. Cigarette lighters, none of them are working. We've got a couple. We've got one in there, we've got one in here, we've got one in the back. None of them are working. Oh. So yeah, none of the cigarette lighters work. I think that might just be a fuse in the fuse box, which is in the glove box. Yeah, cup holders. The left one is sticking. Right one works alright, but the left one does stick. As with every car I've ever owned, aircon's not working. The Polo didn't come with aircon, and the Mazda doesn't have working aircon. But yeah, this one needs aircon. Once again, might just be a fuse. Might be something with the clutch or something. I know on the Mazda I think it's the clutch that's gone for the aircon, but hoping it's just a fuse for this one. Power steering feels a bit heavy. Might just be low on fluid. It might just be the case that it's dynamic. It might just be that faster speeds, power steering works more. Slower speeds, it works less. Just feels a bit heavier than the other ones we tried. The pocket in the rear is stuck shut. Someone's probably spilt coke on that or something and got it absolutely wedged shut. So try and pull that open, because that's quite handy for people in the back. That's got another cigarette lighter in it. People in the back. Handbrake's a bit loose, just needs a quick tightening. The exhaust is smoking, but it's nothing like a head gasket. Well, touch wood. It's I think we just need to clean the EGR valve, hopefully. It's only very faint smoke when it first started up. Now I've started up a couple of times, barely ever does it. Tyre pressure, one of the tyres is low, but I haven't been able to pump it up because we've got no cigarette lighter to use the pump from. All the vents are just blowing random soot, so that needs to clean in again. And then de-stickering all these dealership stickers, and then other than that, just needs an oil change, as you would do if you bought a new car. And discs and pads are starting to get a bit worn. Pads on the front are new, I think, but the discs themselves are quite worn, so might as well change them. And that is the list of issues with the car, mainly. There's obviously other things that I kind of want to do with it. Just, I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going anywhere near like what we've done to the Mazda. It's not going to be anything special. It is my daily. I want to keep it as a daily. I don't want to put thousands of pounds into it like the Mazda. It's a daily. It's to be used to work and back and long trips sort of thing. So yeah, let's give it a quick vac out. We have give it a clean on the outside, but it looks like it's about to chuck it down anyway. But as far as we've got time, let's give it a quick vac and get all this dust out of the way. Have a look at this. This is a moment. All three of my cars in one place.